to attend to this very important exercise. And in that regard, this is to inform the House that pursuant to the communication received from the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, conveying the nomination of the newly appointed service chiefs for confirmation, this Honorable House hereby approves the constitution of a screening committee to undertake the exercise on his behalf. The committee shall be composed as follows. Chairman, House Committee on Defense will be the chairman. Then we have Chairman and Deputy Chairman, Committee on Army. We have Chairman and Deputy Chairman, Committee on Navy. Chairman and Deputy Chairman, Committee on Air Force as members. In view of the urgency of this assignment and in line with the concurrent exercise being undertaken by the Senate this morning, the committee is directed to commence the screening immediately after today's plenary sitting. The House enjoins the committee to ensure a thorough and expeditious exercise consistent with the extant legislative practice and the constitutional provisions governing such confirmations. Right honorable colleagues, today in our midst, we have students coming from Benford International School here in Abuja. Please, can you rise for recognition? Honorable colleagues, please, can we appreciate their presence? You're welcome. Please, you may sit down. We also have students coming from Mariam Babangida National Center for Women Development, also here in Abuja. You are most welcome. You may sit down, please. Honorable colleagues, we also have a letter coming from one of our own, Rep. Kelechi Nwogu, who is notifying the House of the presence of honorable members of Omuma Legislative Assembly at the gallery to observe plenary session today. They are here to observe and see how their member is faring. You are most welcome. You may please sit down. The last but not the least is an announcement in respect of one of our own, a member who is celebrating his birthday today, Honorable Inyang Emil Lemke, member representing Akampa, BSA Federal Constituency of Cross Rivers. I don't know whether Honorable Emil is around.
Yes, Your Excellency, thank you very much.
On behalf of the House, we are wishing you a happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Please make sure that you keep your cake aside. We will all come and celebrate with you after plenary. Congratulations.
You are welcome.
The last announcement is coming from the Clerk of the House, and it is in respect of the retirement of one of our sergeant-at-arms. With your kind permissions, I will read the message. He said, honorable members, this is to announce to you that Jethro Akun Isha Mesbiara is exiting from the service today. He is a dedicated and hardworking chamber staff who worked with the following presiding officers in his 30 years of service in the chamber as Mesbiara. Presiding officers include Right Honorable Umar Galina Abba, who served between 2000 and 2003. We also have Right Honorable Aminu Bello Masari, who served from 2003 to 2007. Right Honorable Patricia Olubunmi Ite, who served between May to October of 2007. We have Right Honorable Dimeji Sabur Bankole, who served between October 2007 to 2011. We have Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuan, who served between 2011 and 2015. Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, 2015 to 2019. Right Honorable Femi Bajabi Amila, between 2019 and 2023. And now, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, 2023 to 2025. Mr. Jethro is married with children and is educated in a well-rounded manner. He is result-oriented, has endowed with excellent interpersonal relationship and teamwork. Announcer sign, Dr. Yahya Danzaria, Esquire, Clerk, House of Representatives. I don't know whether he's around. Honorable colleagues, you see for yourself a right honorable gentleman who has served us for 30 years, and he has completed his service successfully. On behalf of the House, I'm wishing you all the best. Whatever we can do from the House to support you in your retirement, please feel free to come and meet us. Congratulations. Can we please appreciate him? Any member with petition, please? Any member? I'm informed that the chairman of the petition is waiting for tomorrow, when we'll be live, for him to bring as many as he can. So for today, we're excusing him. Any member with petition? Kalajai?
Right, Honorable. Dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Kalejai Adeboye Paul, PhD. I represent Ajeromi Felodun Federal Constituency, the Mini Nigeria. I'm from Lagos State, the state of aquatic splendor. I rise this morning to present two petitions, all from members of my constituents. The first one is a petition brought to my knowledge by the Bale in Council and citizens of Awodiora community, represented in this petition by Barrister Shitu and Co. The crux of the petition is about the abandoned, defunct Nitel building in the constituency, which has now become a den for robbers and activities of bunkering, and of course, illegally occupied by illegal landlords. It has become a menace and security challenge to the community. So the Bale Council has also, in collaboration with the local government, written that the NITEL be invited, the Ministry of Communication be invited to surrender this facility to the community, being the original donor of this facility to NITEL. Since they are no longer using it, they should surrender it back to the community through the council for other purposeful use. So I seek the leave of the House and the leave of the Speaker to lay this petition. The second petition is written by another member of my constituents who has been defrauded by the company called
Please, Doctor, go ahead and lay your report.
The petition has been brought to me by Clarified Partners, who is alleging.
Oh, you have not concluded?
Yes, the
You
second
are not
one.
to read, oh.
The second petition
Is it just one petition or several petitions?
Only two, sir. The
Please
second one,
summarize.
yes, the second one is written for the purpose of helping to address the partners of the company called Shelter Nigeria Limited. They have defrauded my client, my constituents, of the sum of 32 million, haven't paid for the housing, and they have denied him access and refund of the money. So with the leave of the House, I seek your permission to lay these two petitions. Thank you, sir.
Please go ahead. Doctor, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Dr. Patrick Umar. I'm the Honorable Member representing Ikorekwene, Esianudim, Oborokara Federal Constituency. I'm a proud son of Akwa Ibom State. I rise this morning to lay a petition before the House for consideration. It is authored by CSP Celestine Williams. I crave the indulgence of the Right Honorable Speaker to lay this petition before the House for consideration.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? All these petitions are referred to the Committee on Public Petitions for further legislative action. Honorable members, the first business of the day is presentation of report of the Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics, and Values on a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of National Institute for Film and Media Technology, UKAU, Ebonyi State, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Fatoba Steve Olushola. Honorable members will recall that the bill was referred to the committee on Wednesday, 16th October 2024. The report is ready for presentation. Honorable Fatoba is invited to present the report.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I remain Fatoba Olushola. I represent the entire people of Ado-Ekiti, Irepodu Ifelodun Federal Constituency. I'm from Ekiti State. I rise this morning to move that the House do receive the report of the Committee on Information, National Orientation, Ethics and Values on a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of National Institute for Film and Media Technologies, UKAU, Ebonyi State, and for related matters, HB 1755, refer 16/10/2024. May I seek your Right Honorable Speaker, may I seek for your kind permission to lay this report. Thank you, sir.
Is the Deputy Chairman of the committee around, please? Is the Deputy around?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead and second.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I'm Mweke Felix Uche. I represent Eleme Tai, Oyibo Federal Constituency. I'm from Rivers State. I rise this morning to second the motion for the presentation of the report as moved by my chairman. I so second.
Those in support of this bill be read the third time, say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Fatoba, please proceed and lay your report. The second order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria, Act Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Fisheries and Aquaculture, Olupona, Osun State, and for related matters. Standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee on the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. We have bills all that will be taken by... Oh, really? I jumped? This is the first one. Sorry, honorable colleagues, I think I skipped the second business of the day. The second business of the day is presentation of 5 reports of the Committee on Public Petitions, standing in the name of Honorable Komoti Bitrus Laori. Honorable Komoti is invited to present the reports.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. Komoti Bitrus Laori, representing Jamsa Numan Lamude Federal Constituency of Adamawa State. The Committee on Public Petition have 3 reports to present to the hallowed chambers. And I do move the House to receive the report number 2 on the order paper, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6 on the order paper. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Is the Deputy Chairman of the committee around, please? Any member of our public petition? Honorable Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues. My name is Barrister Jesse Okejo Onwakalus. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I represent the Nigerians, especially the habit of Lagos social resolve. Mr. Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I hereby rise to second a motion for the. I hereby rise to second the presentation of a report as being said by the chairman of the public petition. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Komoti, please proceed and lay your reports. I told. Honorable colleagues, the first order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies to have responsibilities for the conduct and regulations of examinations and its due administration and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Thursday, 16th October 2025. The second order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Fisheries and Aquaculture, Olupona, Osun State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. Honorable colleagues, the third order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish the National Institute for Organic Agriculture and Food Safety Research, Olona, North, Usikwatro, Abia State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. The fourth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of National Institute of Rubber Research and Technology, Ilushin, Ogun State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. The fifth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provisions for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture in Bati, Boruku, Benue State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. The sixth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap A12, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Technology, ALU, Yaba East, Kogi State, and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. The seventh order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of Project Development Agency, PRODA, Enugu, to be charged with the board function of generating and catalyzing industrialization by carrying out industrial research from laboratory stage to the pilot plant stage, and by rendering consultancy services to government, industries, and individuals aimed at facilitating the domestication and industrialization of technology for socio-economic advancement of Nigeria and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 28 October 2024. The eighth order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Act, Cap N16, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Act to provide for full-time and part-time courses of instruction and training for the general development of transport and logistics sector of the Nigerian economy and for related matters, standing in the name of the House Leader. Honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 28 October 2025. I therefore call on the House Leader to move that the 7 bills, or is it 8? The 8 bills be read the third time.
Thank you so much, our great speaker. I am Professor Julius E. Honville, CON, DSSRS, Onwa Federal Constituency, Edo State. I rise to move that HB 1469, HB 849, HB 1380, HB 737, HB 572, HB 1289, SB 49, and HB 500, as very clearly presented by Mr. Speaker, be read a third time anyhow on the floor. I so move.
Minority Leader, please can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my very respected honorable colleagues. I rise to second a motion moved by the House Leader to allow the Bill 1 to 7 for a third term. Thank you. Just second 1 to 8 for the third term. Thank you, Mr.
Those in support of these 8 bills be read the third time, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act provide for establishment of National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies to have responsibilities for the conduct and regulations of examinations and its due administration and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Cap 812 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2012 to make provision for the establishment of Federal College of Fisheries and Aquaculture, Olukonna, Osun State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to establish the National Institute for Organic Agriculture and Food Safety Research, Ulonna, North, Isuakwatu, Abia State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap 812 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of National Institute of Rubber Research and Technology, Ilushin, Ogun State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap 812 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Agriculture, Mbate, Burukuk, Benue State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to amend the Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act, Cap 812 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, to make provision for establishment of Federal College of Food Technology, Alu, Yagba East, Kogi State, and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to provide for establishment of Project Development Agency, PRODA, Enugu, to be charged with the board function of generating and catalyzing industrialization by carrying out industrial research from laboratory stage to the pilot plant stage and by rendering consulting services, consultancy services to government industries and individuals aimed at facilitating and domesticating the industrialization of technology for socio-economic advancement of Nigeria and for related matters. Third reading. A bill for an act to repeal the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Act, N16 Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology Act to provide for the full-time and part-time courses of instruction and training for the general development of transport and logistics sector of the Nigerian economy and for related matters. Third reading.
Honorable colleagues, the ninth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to alter the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended to include local government areas and area councils as constituent units of the Federation and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Abbas Tajuddin and Honorable Adewale Hamid, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 28 October 2025. I now invite Honorable Hamid to move that the bill be read a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Honorable Dr. Wale Ahmed. I represent all the peoples of Agege Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Lagos State. I rise this beautiful day to move the motion that a bill for an act to alter the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as altered to include local government areas and area councils of the FCT as constituent units of the Federation and for related matters. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable Kelechi.
The right, Honorable Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. I remain Kelechi Wogo, representing the people of Nigeria, starting from Eche Omoma Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion moved by my colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable Ahmed, I don't know whether you can briefly explain this bill for members to be more enlightened concerning the importance of it being included in the Constitution amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. Once again, I'm Honorable Dr. Wale Ahmed. I represent all the good peoples of Agege Federal Constituency. Permit me to lead the debate on the bill as stated above. Mr. Speaker, the local government is the closest level of government to the people, the grassroots, as no one is in doubt. It delivers essential services such as primary education, health care, sanitation, security, and community development generally, among other functions. It is a crucial and indispensable level in our democracy and governance structure. However, in the current constitutional structure, the local government system, though described in the 4th schedule of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as altered, is not expressly entrenched as a full-fledged tier of government and a constituent unit of the Federation. This bill, therefore, Mr. Speaker, this bill, therefore, seeks to amend the Constitution to explicitly recognize the local government areas and area councils of the Federal Capital Territory as constituent units of the Federation alongside the federal and state government, and in particular, sir, to affirm and protect the autonomy of local governments and the area councils. That is why, Mr. Speaker, sir, my honorable colleagues, I want to state clearly that the success of our democracy depends on how well governance and development reach the people at the grassroots. Strengthening local government autonomy, therefore, through constitutional recognition, is not just an administrative reform, it is a democratic imperative. By passing this bill, the National Assembly will be making a historic statement that the Nigerian Federation truly rests on 3 constitutionally protected tiers of government: the federal, state, and local government. I therefore urge, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, to support this constitutional alteration for the progress of our democracy and the prosperity of our people. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Ahmed. With these explanations, I think we can go ahead and put the question. Have we gotten a seconder? We have, this is an explanation. Any seconder to this? Any seconder? Honorable Cyril. Is it Cyril? Who am I seeing there? Clement, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, my dear Speaker, my colleagues. My name is Clement Jimbo. I represent the very good people of Abak Etmekbu Ika Federal Constituency from Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this motion go for second reading, say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to alter the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to include local government areas and area councils as constituent units of the Federation and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative action. The 10th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 to provide for the creation of Rigachikun and Rigasa local government areas out of the present Igabi local government area of Kaduna State and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Hussein Mohammed Jallow. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 13th May 2025. I will now invite Honorable Husseini to move that the bill be read a second time.
Right, Honorable Speaker, sir. I'm Husseini Mohammed Jallow Rigachikun, representing Igebe Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended to provide for the creation of Rigachikun and Rigasa local government areas out of the present Igebe local government area of Kaduna State and for related matters. Second reading, sir.
Any seconder to this motion? Honorable Idris Ahmed Wasi.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, sir, respected colleagues, my name is Ahmed Idris, representing Wasai, Federal Constituency. Your Excellency, I rise to second the motion as ably moved by Honorable Husseini. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable colleague, this is a straightforward request. I think whatever issues we may have concerning this can be trashed at the level of the Committee on Constitution Review. So with your kind permission, I will put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading, say aye. Those against say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to alter the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 to provide for the creation of Rigachikun and Rigasa local government areas out of the present Igabi local government area of Kaduna State and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative action. The 11th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to provide and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Fuad Kayode Laguda, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 26 June 2025. I now invite Honorable Laguda to move that the bill be read the second time.
Your Excellency, sir, the Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, honorable members, my name is Fuad Kayode Laguda. I represent the people of Surulere 1, Lagos State. I have a legislative break bill today this morning for a bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Recycling Regulatory Agency and for related matters, HB 2398, sir.
Any seconder, Honorable Idem?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues. My name is Idem Unyume, member representing Ukanafu, Norowanam Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This is an establishment bill. With your kind permission, we'll just go straight to put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading, say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act provide for establishment of Nigerian Recycling Regulatory Agency and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Environment for further legislative action. Before I proceed further, my dear sister, can you move your seat to Honorable Rais and create a space? The next seat, please. Please do it in your own interest. Move to the other seat, please. Please. God bless you. You are well protected now. Honorable colleagues, the 12th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to amend the Money Laundering Act 2022 and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Yusuf Adamu Gadi. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Thursday, 23rd July 2025. I now invite Honorable Gadi to move that the bill be read the second time.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my name is Yusuf Adamu Gadi. I represent Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency. I'm from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the Money Laundering Prohibition and Prevention Act 2022 and for related matters, HB 2450, standing in my name, be read for the second time. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? If Honorable Maki would have been here, it would have been the natural person to second, but let me cede the floor to Honorable Idris Ahmed for the second time, coming from the same state and from the same senatorial district.
Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker, sir, respected colleagues, my name is Ahmed Idris, representing Wasai Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I rise to second the motion as ably moved by my brother, Honorable Gagdi. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable, you might want to expatiate on this bill for members to be well enlightened. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, Yusuf Adamu Gagdi, representing Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency.
Order, please. Honorable Manisoro, you are disturbing my brother, Honorable Zana.
Mr. Speaker, I will not stop, Mr. Speaker, in appreciating you once again for leading a reform on anti-corruption. The House of Reps, 10 House of Representatives under your leadership will make history by leading all the reforms under anti-corruption, and to appreciate my elder brother, the former Deputy Speaker, for seconding this motion.
Honorable Bob.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to lead a debate on a bill for an act to amend the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 14 of 2022 and for related matters. Mr. Speaker, the fight against corruption and illicit financial flows remain one of the most defining government challenges of our time. Mr. Speaker, despite the robust framework provided under the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, the reality, Mr. Speaker, is that significant
two pastors shouldn't be disturbing us all. Eh? Go ahead.
The reality, Mr. Speaker.
Please, Honorable Solomon. Honorable Bob Solomon. Please maintain order. Please. This is very unruly of you. Very unruly of you, Honorable Solomon. I was calling on you to stop it.
Mr. Speaker, the fight against corruption and illicit financial flows remain one of the most defining governance challenges of our time. Mr. Speaker, despite the robust framework provided by the Parliament under Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022, the reality is that significant proceeds of unlawful activities still find ways into our financial and property system through sophisticated method of concealment and layering. This bill, Mr. Speaker, therefore seeks to strengthen the existing anti-money laundering legal framework by introducing a civil recovery mechanism that enables the recovery of unexplained wealth through non-conviction basis proceedings. Mr. Speaker, they are twins bill. When you talk about the EFCC Prohibition Act, when you talk about the Financial Proceeds Act and the money laundering, you cannot adjust one without adjusting the other and work. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, while current act provides for criminal prosecution for forfeiture of assets derived from illicit sources, it places a high evidential burden on law enforcement agencies that often frustrate timely recovery of stolen assets. It is a known fact that many individuals, Mr. Speaker, who cannot testify their assets continue to live lavishly, sometimes beyond the reach of criminal prosecution due to evidential difficulties, technicalities, and deliberate delays. Mr. Speaker, this bill therefore fills an important gap by introducing civil forfeiture as a complementary tool to criminal prosecution. Under the system, Mr. Speaker, the burden shift from the person in possession of suspicious wealth to explain the lawful origin of such an asset. This approach, Mr. Speaker, has proven effective in many jurisdictions, such as the United Kingdom, Kenya here in Africa, South Africa in curbing corruption, recovery of stolen assets, and deterring public and private sector from engaging the pursuit of crime and impunity. Mr. Speaker, the objective of this bill can be summarized in 5. 1, to introduce a new Part 4 into the Money Laundering Provision Act 2020, establish a clear legal framework for civil recovery order against unexplained wealth. 2, to empower the relevant commissions such as the Economics and Financial Crime Commission to apply to a high court expertise for a restraining order within the person's lifestyle or properties appears consistent with the legal time income. 3, Mr. Speaker, to provide a fair and transparent judicial process requiring the correspondent to a file of affidavit explaining the lawful source of an asset, and many others. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this bill is not with one tool, rather It is a preventive and corrective measures designed to promote transparency, integrity, and accountability in both public and private life. It seeks to ensure that every Nigerian live within the means of their legitimate income and that the proceeds of corruption, fraud, and criminal enterprises are not shielded behind technical legal barriers. By passing this bill, Mr. Speaker, we will be sending a clear message that Nigeria is committed to a global best practices in combating money laundering and illicit finances. It will enhance our reputation among the international partners, improve asset recovery effort, and strengthen public confidence in our corruption institution. I therefore humbly, Mr. Speaker, urge my honorable colleagues to support this bill for the second reading, as it presents another step toward ensuring that crime does not pay in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, with this explanation, I think we can go ahead and put the question. Honorable Oga, can you second? Chinedu.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues. I rise this afternoon to second this bill, moved by my friends, that this bill is very, very good to Nigeria and it will help to regulate the Money Laundering Act. I hereby stand to second that this bill must be read second reading.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to amend the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022 and for related matters, second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Financial Crimes for further legislative action. The 13th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Federal Vocational and Skill Center, Okurike, BSA, Cross Rivers State, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Emil Ian, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 18 February 2025. I now invite Honorable Yang to move that the bill be read a second time. Mr. Lebrant.
Your Excellency, the Speaker, my dear colleagues, I rise to present a bill for an act to establish the Federal Vocational and Skills Center, Okurike, Cross River State, and related matters. Standing in my name, Honorable Dr. Emily Yang, representing the people of Akankpa, Biase, Federal Constituency of Cross River State. Second reading. I so move.
Any seconder? The only spiritual pastor I recognize in this chamber.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who is in dispute or in disagreement?
No.
We are all in agreement, right?
Yes. May God bless all
Please
of
go
you.
ahead.
Honorable
Billy.
All of you that are spiritually alert to recognize this. God bless you all. Mr. Speaker, the GCON, the E and Zauzau, referred colleagues, Eze, Mwachuku Eze is my name. I represent the good people of Ebonyi, Ohuku Federal Constituency. Udobeko 1, Enyonyola 1 of Agera.
Turaki, sit down well. Turakirano, can you sit down properly, please? You are not in the palace, you are in the chamber.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, I am from Ebonyi State with a governor that is human development expert. Mr. Speaker, this morning, I arise to support the bill ably moved this morning by my friend, the only white man in the House. Mr. Speaker, I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. This is an establishment bill based on our tradition. We do not need to actually debate on it. So with your kind permission, we put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish Federal Vocational and Skill Center, Okurike, Biase, Rivers State, and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to the Committee on Alternative Education for further legislative action. The 14th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish National Ear Care Center, Ago Iwoye, Ogun State, for the prevention, diagnosis, and treatment of ear, nose, and throat, ENT, diseases, coordination of research in ear, nose, and throat challenges, training of specialists in ear, nose, and throat, and other supporting fields, and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Joseph Folorunso Adebisa. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 1st November 2023. I now invite Honorable Adebisa to move that the bill be read the second time. Is not around? This bill is stepped down by the leave of the House. The 15th order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Federal College of Orthopedic Technology and Therapy, Rumo-Piricom, Port Harcourt, River State, to provide for courses leading to the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates in orthopedic technology and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Blessing Shigeru Amadi. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Tuesday, 14th October 2025. I now invite Honorable Amadi to move that the bill be read a second time.
Mr. Speaker, sir, my honorable colleagues, I am Honorable Barrister Blessing Shigeru Amadi, DSSRS, representing the good people of Port Harcourt Federal Constituency 2, River State, and Ikwere Woman. I hereby rise to lead the debate on this bill seeking to establish the Federal College of Orthopedic Technology and Therapy, Rumo-Piricom, Port Harcourt, River State, HB 259-2529, and for related matters, to be read for the second time.
Any seconder? Any seconder? Honorable Kui.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Ademori Aliu Kuye. I represent the good people of Shomolu Federal Constituency, and I'm from Lagos State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by Honorable Blessing Amadi. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Honorable colleague, this is an establishment bill. With your permission, we will go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this bill go for second reading say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Clerk.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to provide for the establishment of Federal College of Orthopedic Technology and Therapy, Rumo-Piricom, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and to provide for courses leading to the award of degrees, diplomas, and certificates in orthopedic technology and for related matters. Second reading.
Did we take a seconder? Did we second? Okay. And the clerk has read? Okay, this bill is referred to the Committee on Specialty Healthcare for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, the 16th order of the day is a motion on the need to upgrade first-generation universities and investigate the quality and standards of TETFON projects across federal universities in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Aderemi A. Hussaini. Honorable Hussaini is invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Right Honorable Speaker of the 10th Assembly, the People's Speaker House, my respected colleagues. My name is Engineer Aderemi Abbas Hussaini. I am representing the entire people of Ibarapa East, Edo Local Government Federal Constituency. I am from Oyo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to raise this all-important motion on the need to upgrade first-generation universities and investigate the quality and standards of TETFON projects across federal universities in Nigeria. The House notes that the first-generation federal universities in Nigeria in the early 60s excluded glory, glamour, quality, and class from inception, and were also the pride of the nation in those days. Also note that the standard and quality of the first generation universities...
Honorable Kalambaina, please maintain orderliness, please.
In terms of qualities of teachers, students, and infrastructure, attract them to foreign students and international recognition across the world. Worried that these first-generation universities, which includes the University of Ibadan, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, among others, seem to have lost the glory they excluded in the 60s due to years of neglect and unintended abandonment of infrastructure and facilities in the universities. Also worried that these years of neglect has resulted in decay and dilapidated of infrastructure of the institutions, lecture halls, hostels, auditoriums, and so on. The beautiful zoos in the universities that attracted tourists from far and near are either empty or non-existent. Aware that the Tertiary Education Trust Fund intervention projects initiated to ameliorate the infrastructural gap in the universities has executed across the country, and all the number of projects in the selected universities as well. Concerned that TETFON projects of poor qualities with new completed ones deteriorating faster than projects being built over 60 years ago. cognizance of the need for the federal government to refurbish the first generation universities in Nigeria, to return to their the glory and investigate the quality of works executed by TET funds to justify values for money spent on these projects. The House resolved to, number one, all the Federal Ministry of Education and Finance, the National University Commission, TET Fund, and development partners to work out modalities to refurbish the first generation universities to restore the glory and quality of the universities. Two, mandate the committees on university education and TET Fund and other services to investigate the standard, the quality of completed and ongoing projects executed by TET Fund in tertiary institutions across Nigeria to ensure value for money expended on those projects. Three, also mandate the Committee on University Education and TET Fund and other services to ensure compliance and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
The only High Chief I recognize, the only one.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and my honorable, reliable colleagues. I salute you. My name is Honorable High Chief Kenny Small Chukwugozie Nwachukwu. I am from Imo State, Nigeria, and I represent the great and awesome people of Orlo, Osu, and Oru East Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my ally, Honorable Oseni. I so second my speaker and my honorable members. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.
Is there any amendment to the prayer or what? Honorable Kalajai.
Right, Honorable Speaker.
I hope you are not contributing, you are amending.
Yes.
We have no time to contribute. It's just for amendment if you have any.
I wish that,
is that what you are going to do?
These prayers.
Okay, go ahead.
Rather than set it before the University Education and TET Fund, which of course had hitherto superintended over these very projects, that we should set up an ad hoc committee to administer this all-important exercise. I so amend.
Any seconder to this amendment? Anyone in support of this? Honorable Dennis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Dennis Nnamdi Agbo. I represent the highly enterprising people of Ibueze North, Udenu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the amendment as ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to a committee, an ad hoc committee to be constituted in due course. Before I proceed to the next motion, please permit me to recognize the presence of the chairman, APC chairman of my local government, Zaria local government, who is here with his ESCO to observe our plenary. Please, can you all rise up for recognition? You are most welcome. Good to see you. Please sit down. Again, honorable colleagues, it came to my notice that yesterday's bill on FinTech Regulatory Commission that we passed for second reading, we erroneously referred that bill to Committee on Digital Banking, I think. without also adding the Committee on Capital Market Institutions. So please, let's take note that Committee on Capital Market should jointly look at this bill with the Committee on Banking, Digital Banking. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, the 17th order of the day is a motion on the need to address the collapse of local rice farming and rice mill in Nigeria, standing in the name of Honorable Mohammed Buba Jajiri. Honorable Jajiri is invited to move the motion. Is he around? He's not around. This bill is stepped down, this motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. The 18th order of the day is a motion on restoration of Aujara State Constituency of Jigawa State, House of Assembly, standing in the name of Honorable Said Yusuf Miga. Honorable Miga is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I am Honorable Saidu Yusuf Miga. I represent Jahun Miga Federal Constituency. I am from Jigawa State. My motion is on the restoration of our state constituency of Jigawa State House of Assembly. The House notes that prior to the creation of Jigawa State out of Kano State, our state constituency coexisted in the Second Republic with Jahun and Miga state constituency in Jahun state constituency in the Second and the Third Republic election, respectively. However, that in 2004, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, wrote to the National Assembly to approve the restoration of the suppressed state constituency across the nation. Cognizant that Section 114, Sub 1, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, provides for the periodic review of state constituencies. It states that the Independent National Electoral Commission shall review the division of every state into constituencies at interval of not less than 10 years, and may alter such constituencies following the provision of this section to such extent as it may consider desirable in the light of the view. Also cognizant that last review of state constituencies in Nigeria by the National Independence Commission, Electoral Commission, INEC, in 1998 resulted in the separation of our state constituency. Cognizant of the need to give adequate representation to the people of our state constituency in the state, in the Jigawa State House of Assembly. Resolved to approve the restoration of the our state constituency. 2, urge the National Electoral Commission, INEC, to restore our state constituency in the Jigawa State House of Assembly to comply with the extant laws and the provision of Section 91 and 112 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and seek for recurrence in the Senate in line with Section 115 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and mandate, for the restoration of the suppressed our state constituency. 4, mandate the committees on electoral matters and legislative compliance to ensure compliance and implementation. I so move. Thank you.
Honorable Fulata.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I am Abubakar Hassan Fulata. I represent Burniwa Krika Samaguri Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Jigawa State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to second the beautiful motion as moved by Honorable Saidu Yusuf Miga. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Electoral Matters for further legislative action. The 19th order of the day is a motion on the need to provide cassava processing machines and short-term loans to Nigerian cassava farmers, standing in the name of Honorable Kanis Mo Chukumugozi Nwachukwu. Honorable Nwachukwu is invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Speaker of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Iyazazao, and of course my strategic allies and colleagues. I salute you once again. My name is Honorable High Chief Kenny Small Chukwugozie Nwachukwu. I am from Imo State, Nigeria, and I represent the great people of Orlo, Osu, and Oru East Federal Constituency, where you have the best and the most organized governor in this Federal Republic of Nigeria, in the name of the most distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma Onwa. I rise to move a motion the need to provide cassava processing machines and short-term loans to Nigerian cassava farmers. The House notes that cassava production in Nigeria is developing as an organized agricultural crop with locally established processing techniques for food products and livestock feeds. Also notes that the crop is produced in almost all the 36 states of the Federation, including the FCT. Its spales have a high level of hydrogen cyanide, HCN, particularly in bitter cassava varieties, which are common in Nigeria. They are used as an energy supplement in cattle, which can partly replace 30% of total dry matter intake, DMI, energy concentrates, with no influence on the intake, digestibility, microbial efficiency, and nitrogen retention. It is in fact an antidote to many cattle diseases. Aware that the planting of cassava is in 4 planting seasons across the country's 6 geopolitical zones and is therefore available all year round. Aware that the planting of cassava is in 4 planting seasons across the country's 6 geopolitical zones and is therefore available all year round. Also aware that the cassava processing machines and short-term loans, if provided, will make the effective and hygienic transformation of cassava into gari and fufu possible. This will give the farmers access to a better market share with good selling prices, which will ultimately increase their income while contributing their quota in feeding the nation and increase gross domestic product, GDP. As being yearned for, diversification of the Nigerian economy could be achieved by using cassava as an alternative to crude oil to earn substantial amount of foreign exchange through massive cultivation, both for local consumption and export. Observe that cassava displays an exceptional ability to adapt to climate change with tolerance to low soil fertility and resistance, drought conditions, pests, and diseases, with the ability to store its roots for a long period. Urge the federal a long period underground, even after they mature. Use of fertilizers is limited, and it is also sown on fallow lands. Also, observe that cassava, which is rich in starch in the form of carbohydrates, has multiple uses. It is consumed in many processed forms and also serves as a livestock feed for cattle and other animals. Its tubers are made into flours, gari or fufu, which are some of our staple foods. Its other products include dry extraction of starch, glue, or adhesives, and modalities.
Honorable Halims, please come over.
And modified starch for use in the pharmaceutical industry, particularly through its utilization as starch in drug formulations. As an excipient in tablet manufacturing and capsules filling agent, cassava starch offers valuable functionalities that enhances the efficiency, stability, and affordability of pharmaceutical products. Disturbed that with more than 40 cassava varieties in use, 90% of producers in Nigeria are small-scale farmers with limited or no access to modern processing machines or working capital in order to be self-reliant. Also, disturbed that Nigeria, being one of the major producers of cassavas in Africa, processes about 90% of the root plant into finished products and consumes it locally. Processing is mainly done at a cottage level by women using low-level technology due to an inappropriate packaging system and the deficiency and acquiring appropriate technical equipment and finances. Dismay that the hygienic condition is very poor, and those small-scale farmers are facing serious production and profit losses along the local value chain lines.
Please disband that conference.
The House resolve urge the federal government to reconstitute the defunct Presidential Committee on the Cassava Initiative Program, known as Composite Cassava Flour of 2002, with the aim of improving the value of cassava peasant farmers in the country. 2, also urge the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to embark on massive value chain training of our peasant farmers on cassava production, processing, and packaging. 3, further urge the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to direct the Bank of Agriculture, the Bank of Industry, and other relevant financial institutions to pave the way for easy access to short-term loans in favor of these farmers. 4, mandate the committees on agricultural production and services and that of legislative compliance to ensure compliance and report within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker and my strategic allies, honorable members and partners, I so move. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Zana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, I'm Zanna Usman, representing the good people of Kagagu Bioma Gumeri Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Borno State. I stand this afternoon to second the motion ably moved by our chief ally. I saw second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Agricultural Products, the Production and Services for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, the 20th order of the day is consideration of report of the Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management on the request to implement new external borrowing in the 2025 Appropriation Act, refinance maturing Eurobonds, and issue a debut sovereign sukuk in the international capital markets. Honorable members will recall that the report was laid on Tuesday, 28 October 2025. Honorable Abubakar Hassan Al-Araba will move for consideration of the report. The Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Abubakar Hassan Al-Araba is my name. I represent the good people of Awido Makiana Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I am from Nasarawa State. Mr. Speaker, that the House will consider the report of the Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management on the request to implement new external borrowings in the 2025 Appropriations Act, refinancing maturity Eurobond, and issue a debut sovereign sukuk in the international market, and approve recommendations therein. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Is the Deputy Chairman of the committee around, please? No? Honorable Kabir Mepalas.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Kabir Amadou Mepalas is my name. I represent the entire people of Gusau IP Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Zamfara State. I rise to second the motion moved by Sadoki Laipia, the chairman of the committee. Mr. Speaker, I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the House, can you move for the House to resolve into the Committee of Supply to consider this report?
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. I am Honorable Abdullah Ibrahim Ali Halims. I'm from Kogi State. I represent the very wonderful people of Ankpa Omalola Federal Constituency. I move that the House move to a committee of the whole for consideration of this report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minority, please can you second this motion?
Mr. Speaker, highly respected colleagues, Aliyu Sanima Daki is my name, representing the Alapero constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the motion as moved by the Deputy House Leader. I do second.
Order, please. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. House has resolved to the Committee of Supply.
Yes. So many things to do. No enough consultation, Your Excellency. It's my candid opinion, sir. It's my candid opinion that we step down for further consultation. Thank you, Your Excellency.
It's very unbecoming of you as a leader to speak on a subject that is not mutually agreed. I'm really not happy with your comments. I would urge you to withdraw that.
So, thank you, Your Excellency. Motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader. Right, honorable colleagues, the issue before us is in respect of the request submitted by the Committee on Loans and Aids to implement the new external borrowing in the 2025 Appropriation Act to refinance maturing Eurobonds and issue a debut sovereign sukuk in the international capital market and approve recommendations. And honorable colleagues, we have 4 clauses for your consideration. The first, if I may read, is the committee to recommend that the House, by its resolution, give approval to implement the new external borrowing of $1,843,669,786.98 kobo, which is equivalent to $1,229,113,000,000 at the budget exchange rate of 1,500 naira to 1 USD, provided as new external borrowing in the 2025 Appropriation Act to part finance the budget deficit of 9,276,348,934 naira. 2, refinance the 1,118,352,000,000 euro bonds at 7.625%, equivalent to 1.118 billion US dollars, maturing on November 21, 2025. 3, access aggregate external capital of 2,347,465,000 USD through any of the following options in the international capital market: issuance of Eurobonds, loans, syndication, bridge finance facility from book runners, and direct borrowing from international financial institutions. And lastly, issue a stand-alone debut sovereign sukuk of up to 500 million US dollars in the ICM with or without credit enhancement guarantee. Honorable colleagues, these are the 4 recommendations, so I will start with the first one. Number 1, carried. Number 2, carried. Number 3, number 4. Thank you very much. The Leader of the House, can you move for us to revert back to plenary, please?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleague. I move that the House revert to plenary for consideration of this report. Thank you.
Minority, please can you second?
Mr. Chairman, respected colleagues, Aliyu Sanuma Daki is my name, representing the Alapero constituency of Kano State. I stand to second the motion that the House do revert back to plenary to report progress. I do second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Our House has reverted back to plenary. Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the House and the Committee of Supply considered the report of the Committee on AIDS, Loans and Debt Management on the request to implement new external borrowing in the 2025 Appropriation Act. And in so doing, approve recommendations 1 to 4 of the report. To move for the House to consider these reports.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleague. I hereby move that the House do consider the report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minority.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion as moved. I do second.
Is consideration of 3 bills standing in the name of the House Leader. The House Leader will move for their consideration.
Which one was that? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, distinguished honorable colleague. Abdullah Ibrahim Ali Halims is my name. I am from Kogi State. I rise to move that a bill for an act to amend the Raw Material Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022, to provide for the protection and development of Nigerian local manufacturing and processing industries, and for related matters, SB, Senate Bill 606, and a bill for an act to establish Federal Medical Center Act number 2022, and establish Federal Medical Centers, Gumel, Jigawa, and for related matters, HB 2406, and a bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Public Health Studies and Administration charged with responsibility of advancing the study, training, and practice of public health management and administration in Nigeria, and for related matters, House Bill 161 and 1041 be moved for consideration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The minority, please.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that Bill number 21 on today's order paper and 22 and 23 be considered. I do second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, the 22nd order of the day is consideration of reports of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition. Honorable members will recall that the report was laid on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025. Honorable Francis Waebe will move for its consideration.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogane Waebe is my name. I represent the entire people of Ughelli North, Ughelli South, and Udu. I'm from Delta State. I rise to move that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the standing orders of the House of Representatives and approve the recommendations therein. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
The Deputy Chairman of the Committee, please can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my esteemed colleagues. I am Honorable Bello Isa Ambarura. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my chairman to consider the report of the Committee on Rules and Business. Thank you, sir.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, the 23rd order of the day is consideration of 5 reports of the Committee on Health Institutions. Honorable Patrick Omo will move for their consideration.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Dr. Patrick Umar. I represent the entire people of Ikot-Ekpene, Esienudem, Obodo-Okara Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm a proud son of Akwa Ibom State. I rise this morning, Your Excellency, to move that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act 2022 and establish Federal Medical Center Elele Alimini, River State, and for related matters, HB 1174, and approve recommendations therein. Again, I rise that the House do consider report of the Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to amend Federal Medical Centers Act 2022 to establish Federal Medical Center Okana, Akwa Ibom State, and for other related matters, HB 2082, and approve recommendations therein. Again, Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I rise that the House do consider report of the Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act 2022 and establish Federal Medical Center at Jaseipo, Kwara State, and for related matters, HB 1506. Again, Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, I rise that the House do consider the report of the Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to establish College of Nursing Sciences, Ikorambogo, Akwa Ibom State, to provide for training and research in general nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing, and for related matters, referenced HB 2085, and approve recommendations therein. The Speaker, esteemed colleagues, finally, I rise that the House do consider report of the Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to establish Federal College of Sciences and Health Technology as Kira, Uba, Borno State, to provide qualitative education in science and health and for related matters, referenced HB 275, and approve recommendations therein. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Is the Deputy Chairman of the Committee around?
Yes, sir.
Yes, is he? Please go ahead, Doc.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues, I remain Dr. Adeshola S. Adidayo. I represent the good people of Apapa Federal Constituency. I am from the Center of Excellence. I'm from Lagos. I rise this afternoon to second the motion for the consideration of the medical institutions enumerated by my chairman, I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Leader of the House, please can you move for the House to resolve to the Committee of the Whole to consider these reports?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, right honorable colleagues. I am Abdullah Ibrahim Ali Harland, representing the wonderful people of Ankpa, Malala, and Federal Constituency. I hereby move that the House do move to a Committee of the Whole for consideration of reports. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Minority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I stand to second the motion that the House do dissolve into the Committee of the Whole to consider the report. I do second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. House has resolved into the Committee of the Whole. Thank you.
Leader, take your seat. Leader, take your seat. Take your seat. Honorable colleagues, the House is now in Committee of the Whole, where the Speaker sits as the chairman of the Committee of the Whole. We have a few reports to consider, and I'm hoping that before it's 1:30, we are out of here, because most of them are establishment bills and reports emanating from that. Most distinguished colleagues, the 21st order of the day is consideration of 3 bills standing in the name of Honorable Julius Nhumvere, House Leader, Honorable Nhumvere Julius, House Leader, will move for their consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In the absence of the leader, Professor Nhumvere, I hereby move for consideration of 21, 22, 23. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Leader, sorry, the documentation here was a bit wrong. The first bill to be considered is for an act to amend the Raw Material Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022 to provide for the protection and development of Nigeria's local manufacturing and processing industries and for related matters. In the absence of Honorable Julius Ihonvere, the Deputy House Leader, Honorable Halims, will give us the synopsis of the bill. Honorable Halims, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I remain Honorable Abdullah Ibrahim Halims. I am from Ankpa in Kogi State. I hereby move that a bill for an act to amend the Raw Material Research and Development Council Act number 28, 2022 to provide for the protection and...
You're not moving, you're just giving us synopsis. Just tell us a little bit about the bill.
As
a
you are-
motion.
Yes.
Your microphone. Your microphone, sir.
This is intended to make provision for the development of the Nigerian local manufacturing and processing industries. And this is to move in such a way that it will move in alignment with the modern trend as far as raw material production is concerned.
Thank you. That's good. Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 6 and the long title of the bill be made part of this enactment. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3, Clause 4, Clause 4 is on page 7, for those who are looking for it. Clause 5, Clause 6, the long title. The second bill to be considered, honorable colleagues, is for an act to establish Federal Medical Center Act 2022 and establish Federal Medical Center Gumel, Jigawa State, and for related matters. The Deputy Leader of the House will also give us the synopsis of the bill. Deputy Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Abdullah Ali remains my name. I am from Kogi State. This bill is to establish Federal Medical Center in Gumel, Jigawa State, and for related matters. The essence of this bill is to provide further and tertiary medical facility for the good people of Gumel in Jigawa State. I hereby...
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3 schedule, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill be made part of this enactment. Clause 1, Clause 2, Clause 3. The schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The third bill to be considered is for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Public Health Studies, an administration charged with responsibility of advancing the study, training, and practice of public health management and administration in Nigeria and for related matters. The Deputy Leader will also give us a synopsis of this bill. 1 minute, please. Deputy Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill is for the establishment of the Chartered Institute of Public Health Studies. And this is intended to increase awareness, increase responsibility, and in view of the situation of the need for a good health living and reduce hazards in our health system.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 20, the schedule and the long title of the bill be made part of this bill. Clause 1 to 5. Clause 6 to 10. Clause 11 to 16. Number 17 to 20, the shadows, the long title. Most distinguished colleagues, the first report to be considered is that of the Committee on Rules and Business on the further review of the Standing Orders of the House of Representatives, 11th edition. And I invite the Chairman, Rules and Business, Honorable Francis Waife, to give the synopsis of the report in 1 minute, please.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Francis Ejirogene Waive is my name. Ugele Udu Federal Constituency from Delta State. The review mainly has to do with two things. One, correcting, dotting I's and crossing T's. Then the new committees that came up as a result of regional councils and all that. So just provide jurisdictions for them and amend a few others. That's just it, Mr. Speaker.
All right. Thank you very much. Honorable colleagues, the question is that recommendation 1 to 17 of the report be made part of this report. Recommendation 1 to 10, 10 to 17. I hope this recommendation was shared. You have it, right? Good. Let me say this before I put the last gavel. I have noticed that we have varieties of house rule. We can only have one house rule. The one worked on by Honorable Idu Gariwe. We work with him to generate the house rules, but we have seen different versions. What the House is sticking to is that recommendation made initially by the committee chaired by Honorable Idu Gariwe. Any other version is an adulteration, and therefore, after passing this particular report, it is the responsibility, the clerk at table should take note, it is responsibility of the chairman rules and business to print the house rules, not any other quarter. So you are given 1 month to make sure that we have the rules reprinted with this recommendation, supervised by you. It must emanate from your committee. Because we have seen the introduction of mandate areas, parameters of mandate into various committees, which is causing us a lot of conflict and making us look ridiculous before the executives when we invite them. Let's stick to what we have passed in this House, and we are leaving it under your responsibility, because actually it is your responsibility. Carried?
Valid.
The second report to be considered is that of the Committee on Health Institution on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act and establish Federal Medical Center Elele, Alimini, River State, and for related matters. Before inviting the chairman of that committee, I want to also do the third report that says that we would like to consider Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to amend Federal Medical Center Act 2022 to establish Federal Medical Center Okana, Akwa Ibom State, and for related matters. In the same vein, we would like you, when you stand up, to also give us synopsis on the fourth report to be considered, which is emanating from your Committee on Health Institutions on a bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Center Act 2022 and establish Federal Medical Center Ajase, Ipo, Kwara State, and for related matters. I would like you also to look at the fifth report that has to do with the amendment of the Act to establish College of Nursing Sciences, Ekot Uboho, Akwa Ibom State, to provide for training and research in general nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing and for related matters. The sixth one that you will also give us the synopsis is that of the amendment of this amendment on the bill for an act to establish Federal College of Science and Health Technology, Askira, Oba, Borno State, to provide qualitative education in science and health and for related matters. So when you stand, I want you to do all of them at the same time, just references to them, because it's the same establishment act, just changing the headings. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, the Chairman. I rise with my name, Dr. Patrick Umo, member representing Ikorekpene Esienu-Dimoboro-Okara Federal Constituency, to give synopsis on the aforementioned reports of my committee. Essentially, all of these bills referenced on the other paper seek to provide a legal framework for establishment of these health institutions in their respect, covering the aforementioned as cited on the other paper of this House. So the bill, for instance, the first, which seeks to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act, seeks to establish the Federal Medical Center LL Alimini Emoha in Rivers State. Same applies mutatis mutandis to that of the Federal Medical Center Okana, Akwa Ibom State, Federal Medical Center Jaso, Ipo, Kwara State. The other applies to training and research in general nursing in Ikorimbogo, Obodokara local government area of Akwa Ibom State, seeking to provide training and research in general nursing and other specialties of nursing to lead to award of professional certificates, diplomas, degrees, and other post-basic certificates. And lastly, that of the College of Nursing and Midwifery in Borno State also applies mutatis mutandis to the aforementioned. Thank you, Mr. Speaker and Chairman.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Patrick Umo. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedule, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act and establish Federal Medical Center Elele Alimini Emo Hua local government area of Rivers State, and for related matters, HB 1174, be made part of these enactment. Clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The question also is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, the explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act to establish Federal Medical Center Okana, Akwa Ibom State, and for related matters be made part of this enactment. Clauses 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. The question is that clauses 1 to 3, the schedule, the explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill for an act to amend the Federal Medical Centers Act and establish Federal Medical Center Ajase, Igbo, Kwara State, and for related matters, HB 1506, be made part of this enactment. Clause 1 to 3, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, the long title of the bill. Honorable colleagues, the question is that clauses 1 to 39, the explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill for an act to establish Federal College of Nursing and Midwifery, Ekot Mboho, Akwa Ibom State, to provide training and research in general nursing, midwifery, and other specialties of nursing, and for related matters, HB 2085, be made part of this enactment. Clauses 1 to 10, 10 to 20, (21 to 30). 31, plus 31, 32, 33, 34. No. Before you carry, the limit there, not a sin. Can you read that? The council shall have power to approve expenditure of over 100,000, but not exceeding 1 million per unique transaction for the procurement of the goods, works, services, and shall refer procurement exceeding the amount to the Ministry of Health. Are you saying that every expenditure beyond 1 million that they will go to Ministry of Health? Is 1 million not too small?
Thank you, Your Excellency. The essence for leaving it the way it is to also ensure transparency and accountability. Because it's simply administrative, so we looked at leaving it at 1 million, so that the supervising ministry can have powers over them to check abuse.
I am worried about the bureaucracy that are involved. Each time they want to make any expenditure above 1 million, they start running to the ministry, and it might drag and drag. Yes. What do you think, sir?
Mr. Chairman, respected colleagues, thank you for, my name is Ahmed Idris, representing WASI. Thank you for raising this observation. And I think issues like this are not put in the law. They are left for subsidiary legislation. When you tie it down into the law, it becomes too incumbent and cumbersome for the management to function. So I would rather seek that this portion be deleted. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Right Honorable Idris Wase, my predecessor, the man who sat here and taught some of us. Always a pleasure to hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much, our Speaker and Chair. Ibrahim Ayokunle Isiaka, I want to adopt what my leader has just said with a rider. And the rider is simple. Where you start inserting 1 million naira in the law now, what if 1 million naira becomes 50,000 naira tomorrow? And it has no value. So it is better it's expunged completely, and then it will be subjected to financial regulations as